The countdown to DFW Totality is at 3 hours and 37 minutes.
Nice little jingle there, but let there be light. That's what we need. Forget these darn clouds. I'm Austin York, live in the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas 24-hour news center. It's E-Day. That's right. Eclipse Day finally here. Well, the Lord said he's going to show us wonders in the heavens and on earth. The sun will be turned to darkness. Lord, part those clouds for us. We're going to get an update on the latest and another live report. But first, we got to tell you what's going on the roadways. Everyone's trying to get to where they need to get to watch this thing. Here's Joyce Nilsson.
And right you are. As a matter of fact, we've been seeing lighter than usual volume, so I suspect a lot of folks are there already at this point. I'm looking at a lot of the cameras along 75 and 30 as well as 45 and 20. Everything looks good in the metro area and has been all morning long. Now we do have
clouds moving in from the south and clouds moving in from the southwest. We got high and low clouds coming into the area here through late morning and afternoon. Hopefully you'll get lucky and get some breaks in the clouds during the eclipse. Otherwise, it's going to be warm, highs in the low 80s.
All right, the eclipse day is here. Are you excited about it? A lot of North Texans seem to be. I'll tell you what they're doing, but first we're looking at the roadways. What are you doing out there? Here's Joyce Nilsson.
Well, we are looking at a little bit of a slowdown in Mesquite, northbound 635 at the 30 interchange. It's a stall.
Before you go outside to view the path to Totality Eclipse, you need two things: your approved Eclipse sunglasses and the Odyssey app. Download it now so you don't miss any of our Path to Totality team coverage on News Radio 1080. The countdown to DFW Totality is at 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Well, the clock is ticking, and Lord, we need you to open up them clouds and let there be light. Good morning. It is 11:03. I'm Austin York, live in the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas 24-hour news center. All right, 73 degrees right now at KRLD. Getting closer, guys. Can you feel that clock ticking? It's 11:20 here at KRLD. It's E-Day. KRLD's Tom Hale is at the Dallas Arboretum, where NASA is playing
Austin.
Okay, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. No. NASA is playing a big role, Austin. As soon as you said we're getting closer, I got goosebumps. I don't think you've ever given me goosebumps, dude.
Bonnie Tyler's got to be loving a day like this. I bet you that song sales and just shot through the roof. Total Eclipse of the Heart. It's less than 2 hours away, guys. We've got more on it, but first we're looking at the roadways. Joyce Nilsson.
And just around downtown Dallas, North Park area, southbound 75 at Northwest Highway, got stalled with police. Actually, several police cars. Right.
KRLD All Day News. Continuing team coverage on today's top story. Plus breaking news and traffic and weather on the 8s. DFW's #1 for news, weather, and traffic is News Radio 1080. KRLD.
Good morning, Dallas. It is 11:40. I am Austin York. The countdown to totality is now T-minus 2 hours. We're getting closer, guys. This is brought to you by the law offices of Nick Namath at myirsteam.com. Aha! Here comes the sun. We're going to see something, guys, hopefully. Let's look at the roadways, though, first. Joyce Nilsson.
And we've got another stalled vehicle. This is going to be in Farmers Branch, westbound 635 at 35E. The right lane is blocked.
All right, we're all thinking about the eclipse and what it's going to look like there, and hopefully we get no clouds so we can get a good look at this thing. But scattered showers and storms, some severe, are possible after the eclipse, so you want to keep it right here on News Radio 1080 KRLD for any severe weather.
News Radio 1080, KRLD-AM and HD, KRLD-FM HD2, KJKK-FM HD2, and KSPF-FM HD2, Dallas-Fort Worth, and Odyssey Station.
Here are the stories we're following for you. All right, are the clouds going to cooperate? We get the latest from the National Weather Service. And join us for special team coverage, The Path to Totality. Noon.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Ready for today's solar eclipse? These New York kids have their glasses ready.
It'll burn your eyes and it'll might make you blind. So
The countdown to DFW Totality is at 1 hour and 37 minutes.
Good afternoon. It is 76 degrees at News Radio 1080 KRLD. I'm John Little, live in the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas 24-hour news center, which today is transported to the top of the parking garage here at our Odyssey Studios in Dallas. Special team coverage, countdown to totality here on News Radio 1080 KRLD. 77 degrees at KRLD. Coming up next, we'll check in with KRLD's LP Phillips. He's doing a police ride-along. This time, hopefully, he's in the front seat. But first, traffic and weather together on the 8th, and here's Joyce Nielsen.
Well, we did have an accident in Fort Worth, northbound 35W at Basswood. This accident was in the right lane. Looks like that has been cleared.
So you want to know about the weather, huh? Well, some of us have clouds and some of us don't. I can tell you right now, here in Dallas, just a couple miles north of downtown, it is, I would say, partly cloudy at this point, but we've seen massive peaks of sun, and that's what you want. Afternoon highs will reach the low 80s, and then...
You're listening to live team coverage, The Path to Totality. Reporters spread across North Texas, experts from every corner of science, and insight from our meteorologists. No one covers long-form breaking news like DFW's #1 news, weather, and traffic station. News Radio 1080, KRLD.
Welcome back in. It is 12:21, just about 2 minutes until the partial eclipse starts over Dallas.
Traffic is always crazy with experienced DFW drivers. This afternoon, we're going to add in eclipse visitors. Slow down, be safe. Join us after our Totality Eclipse team coverage with traffic team coverage on News Radio 1080 KRLD. Hey, Dallas Fort Worth's #1 for news, weather, and traffic. News Radio 1080 KRLD.
Good afternoon. It is 12:30 at News Radio 1080 KRLD. We are an hour and 11 minutes from totality. I'm John Little, and welcome into the special edition of the KRLD Midday News, the path to totality, the excitement building. Everybody wants to know, what will these clouds do? And KRLD Chief Meteorologist Dan Brunoff has been keeping a very close eye on this. He kicks off our team coverage from Richardson. Dan.
Hey, John. Yeah, we're out here at the UTD in Richardson, and guess what? Sunshine on my shoulder, baby.
Outstanding.
Yeah, we got a big crowd. Let's hear this big crowd out here. Come on, y'all.
Team coverage, the path to totality, coming up. 1 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Peter King. It's dark in Texas and Arkansas. The skies are darkening in Cleveland and along Lake Erie, with western New York about an hour away. New York City.
The countdown to DFW totality is at 37 minutes.
You heard the man. Good afternoon. It is 1:03, 81 degrees. I'm John Little, live in the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas 24-hour news center, which today is on top of the parking garage here at our Odyssey Studios, ready to take in the eclipse. Welcome to a special edition of the KRLD Midday News, Path to Totality. The partial eclipse is well underway now with full totality around 1:40, and people are getting super psyched.
We are excited. It'll be cool. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It's an opportunity to kind of share a communal event and maybe have a few moments of peace and tranquility.
KRLD's Heather Behrens joins me now from the rooftop. And as you take a look at the sun right now, what do you see?
Well, I see a crescent moon. We're getting closer and closer. I mean, it's so exciting. And when you look at it, you got to put your solar glasses on.
That's right.
But it's so fun to watch the clouds just kind of lightly drift over it. It's not fun when they, go completely over it, but it is kind of fun to watch the clouds just slowly drift over it.
Let's check your traffic and weather together on this eclipse day. And here is Julian Rogers.
All right, I'm sure you got a lot to get to, so I'll make it quick. We got one snag in Garland, eastbound 635. That's an 18-wheeler in the right lane. Pretty close.
Chief Meteorologist Dan Brunoff joins us from UTD.
Yes, sir, John. We have clouds coming in and out here at UTD. Again, it's not that big of a problem yet. I'm keeping an eye on that. And again, there are people that are putting their safety glasses on, and I'm going to do it right now as I'm talking and check it out. We're looking at about, I'd say about a third of the sun now is being obscured by the moon, and it's a little after 1. It's 1:10. So in about 30 minutes or so, we're going to have a total solar eclipse here, and so far, Mother Nature's been cooperating with giving us some breaks in the clouds around here. Temperatures are in the low 80s. They've been giving away black shirts with eclipse stuff all over it. Pretty cool. We're out of those, but black does absorb sunlight, so it's a little toasty.
The Path to Totality. Live coverage from DFW's #1 news, weather, traffic, and eclipse station. News Radio 1080 KRLD.
It is 1:20 and just over 20 minutes from Totality. John Little back here on top of the Odyssey parking garage with Heather Behrens and with Mike Rogers. Mike, you got a fun fact for us?
You want another fun fact?
Of course I do.
For you. Now, the greatest amount of the duration of darkness will be in the middle of the path of totality, of course.
That's right.
Places like Ennis and Carroll that we've been telling you about. It's over 4 minutes there. If you're over on the edge of the path, you get very little. Hazlitt.
I know Hazlitt very well.
Hazlitt gets 2 seconds.
2 seconds?
Of totality today.
Don't blink.
Those poor kids at Hazlitt Elementary or whatever today. Oh, they're going to... Absolutely. And our team coverage continues. Countdown to totality. We are just about 17 and a half minutes away. John Little here with Mike Rogers and Heather Behrens. As the wind picks up, does it feel cooler to you guys?
A little bit.
It did. It feels like it just dropped a little bit.
Now, Heather, you're looking at the sun right now. How much of the sun do you see?
I mean, right now it just looks like a little crescent.
Yeah.
We're getting so close.
Dallas-Fort Worth's #1 for news, weather, and traffic. News Radio 1080 KRLD.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime event in North Texas, and it is moments away. Welcome in. Special team coverage countdown to totality.
It's a once-in-a-generation event, and it's happening right here in the DFW. This is live coverage, the Path to Totality Eclipse, on DFW's #1 news, weather, and traffic station, News Radio 1080 KRLD.
We are 1 minute from totality on News Radio 1080 KRLD, our special team coverage countdown to totality. I'm John Little. Let's get it started with KRLD's Kurt Lewis joining us live now from Ennis. They'll go into totality in just about 30 seconds or so. Kurt, what does it look like? Looking like?
John, the world is going dark here in Ennis. I hope you can hear the crowds here. The moon just slid over the disk of the sun, and it's now almost dark and cooler, too. The temperature is already dropping more than 5 degrees, and we'll be in the dark for at least 4 minutes. Now, let's see what it looks like in Fort Worth with my KRLD colleague, Scott Gordon. Scott?
Yeah, let's go to Scott Gordon right now. Scott, what is it looking like?
It is dark and getting darker by the second. It is absolutely incredible. I'm here with about 3,000 people at the Botanic Garden in Fort Worth, a beautiful spot to take in the eclipse. And day is turning into night. The crowd is erupting in applause and cheers right now. I just made a friend, Michelle Akoba. She's from Alaska, came here just for today. Michelle, what do you think?
This is absolutely amazing. I have no words.
Thank you so much. That's
words
KRLD Scott Gordon in Fort Worth. Let's go to LP Phillips. He is live now in Seagoville.
And I just see a little dot of the sun, and we are right about there. Boom shakalaka. We have got Corona in Seagoville. It is gone. It is not there.
Boom, right here, too.
It's happening in Dallas as well, and the clouds parting just in time here in Dallas. KRLD's Susan Darwin now from Grapevine.
Yeah, we got total eclipse here too, guys.
You
but
can
guess
see
what?
it.
The clouds moved in, and I am telling you, you just missed it. Because the clouds moved in when it went to total eclipse, so we just had a sliver of it. But you know what? It's been a gorgeous view all day. So just enjoy. Live in Grapevine, Susan Darwin, News Radio 1080 KRLD.
Well, thank you so much. And meanwhile, we go to KRLD's Alan Skaya. Alan, it sounds like the kids are going nuts in Dallas at the Cotton Bowl.
Just erupted. It is like nighttime here, like a night football game here right now. A lot of people have their cameras out. You can just see the corona, the circle, like everybody describes right now. And everybody's watching, everybody's cheering here. Very electric crowd. You can hear them all screaming. And that's one of the things we've heard before is that, they hope that this is going to lead some of these kids here to a lifelong love of science and space exploration.
This is unbelievable. Thank you, Alan. And KRLD's Tom Hale joins us now from the Arboretum. Tom, my goodness, what event.
I am now seeing stars, and that's what the 4,800 people here at the Arboretum are now seeing, and they are all starting to cheer. It is a total eclipse. Oh, my God. This is so incredible. And, yes, we have a patch that must have came from Alan up here, and we've got perfectly clear skies for all the folks at the Arboretum. Tom Hale at the Dallas Arboretum.
KRLD's Austin York is live at Love Field at the Frontiers of Flight Museum. Austin.
Yeah, I know that we're supposed to be professionals here, but I had to gather myself because I was getting excited too, just looking at this as it got dark. I think I speak for everybody when saying I did not expect it to get this dark. And it is just like it's nighttime, and you see that beautiful corona up ahead, up in the sky there, and I'm just staring at it right now, and it's awesome. Doesn't seem to be moving.
Yeah,
and it was. I prayed these clouds would move away, and it looked like that is exactly what happened. There's not a cloud in sight around here. It's awesome.
About one more minute of totality left in Dallas. Oh, that's KRLD's Austin York at the Frontiers of Flight Museum. Let's go to Dan Brunoff at UT Dallas in Richardson. Dan Brunoff, we had him just moments ago, but he is going in and out.
This in my life. I mean, we had the kind of. Can you hear me?
Just barely. Go for it.
Yeah. So we go totality here about 3 minutes ago here in Richardson at UTD, and it went. It's just the wildest thing we've seen. We saw a glimpse of the eclipse, and now we got another little hole coming up right before we go back to the other side of the.
All right, and thank you so much, Dan. Let's go to Andrew Greenstein joining us from Terrell. Andrew, you should just be in totality right now.
Yes, we are. It is dusk at 1:45 in the afternoon. Now, when was the last time you would be able to say that? But it is such a beautiful sight. The corona is clearly. Andrew Greenstein live in Terrell.
And as we come out of totality here in Dallas, the sun starting to come back out here in Dallas just barely. What an incredible 4 minutes it was. Let's hear from Chelsea Wade now in Rockwall.
Yeah, we are still in totality here. Just a few more minutes. The crowd erupted into cheers when it got dark here. You had the boats on the lake honking their horns. Everybody just excited to see this once-in-a-lifetime event. I'm Chelsea Wade at the harbor in Rockwall.
Outstanding. And totality is over for most of North Texas. Terrell and points northeast, Greenville, Commerce will still be in totality for a while. I'm joined here by Mike Rogers and Heather Behrens. Try to describe to me what you just saw, guys.
It's pretty cool, wasn't it?
It was amazing. It was just very peaceful. I don't know what it was. Just the breeze was really cool. And everything just felt very peaceful, and it was just a beautiful sight. But now you need to put your glasses back on.
Ah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah. Put them back on, and you will notice that the second we saw a tiny little piece of the sun coming back, it was that diamond ring effect.
Yes.
And remember where you had the one,
and
on
it came exactly from where the totality or where the eclipse started, which was at about 4 o'clock, like you mentioned.
4 o'clock on the clock, and that's where that brilliant flash was. That's the diamond ring effect that you see. So, there's going to be some fantastic pictures of this one.
Unbelievable. And the clouds cooperating here as well, Heather. We were wondering about that all day, but we basically got to see the eclipse, the totality of the eclipse the entire time here, just a couple miles north of Dallas.
And what a treat. I mean, this hasn't happened here since 1878. Just think about that.
And it's not going to happen again until 2317.
There's another one in 2 years in Spain. Who's coming with me?
Okay, I'm down.
All right, I'm
Let's
down
go.
because this is pretty cool, and it's a lot of travel for 4 minutes, but it's absolutely unbelievable. Our listeners in Commerce just starting to come out of Totality now in East Texas in Hunt County as the shadow of the moon continues to move into Oklahoma and far south western Arkansas at this point. But just an unbelievable sight here in Dallas, and things cooperating, and just amazing that everybody could experience this all at once. The crowd out here, and just everybody's mouth agape, just jaws dropped at this sight, because it's something that you'll likely never see again.
We're putting something else on the plate for later this afternoon. The possibility of severe weather after the eclipse. KRLD meteorologist Dan Brunoff will be looking to the skies, and if needed, will activate KRLD Storm Center team coverage.
2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Chris Mavridis in Niagara Falls, Canada, where up to 1 million people are expected to watch the total eclipse. That's if the weather cooperates.
Bit excited, but as you can see.
Cloud cover now over what's called the path of totality. In Kerrville, Texas, CBS's Janet Shamblian was watching when the clouds parted just in time.
We can see it! Take your glasses off! Oh my goodness! The clouds parted!
It's expected to be clear in Ohio and New England as well. They're hoping